This is a Headgum podcast.
Hey, buddy, this week's main feed episode is a free preview of the Doughboys Double.
Subscribe at patreon.com/doughboys.
Wow. Welcome to Doughboys Double. I'm Nick Weiger along with the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell. Mitch, one day after the SAG-AFTRA strike resolution at long last.
That's right, Wags. It's over. And I finally get to say this. I want to promote The Sound of Freedom. I finally get to promote a project near and dear to my heart, The Sound of Freedom.
Yeah. You've had to be kind of tight-lipped about that for a know it's a bummer.
Yeah.
But
I know I'm
very
not
important.
in it, you know, but I want people to go out and check it out. Buy movie tickets for it if you're not going. But yeah, check it out.
Right, just sort of if you want to just buy every ticket for a 2 p.m. showing on a Wednesday, that really helps. Just the box office numbers.
Yeah. No, I'm thrilled I get to finally talk about it.
Yeah, say the line, Mitch.
That sounds like damn it.
Never trust a pedophile.
Oh, is that really in the movie?
Yeah, that's the big you're terminated, fucker.
That rocks.
I had to look up Sound and Freedom, Mitch, and I know now that you're joking. I did a quick Wikipedia search.
I'm not joking. I think you should check it out. I think you'll like it. But hey, happy end of the strike to all of us, and I hope that the all other unions. Well, great that I can't remember the other union. That's.
I think we did. There's been some, a very
IATSE.
Yeah,
I want to say
you're talking about the other entertainment unions. I
Yeah,
think you're talking about the auto
no. I
workers
just say I want to say that we're going to support IATSE when they come up in a couple months.
Yeah, IATSE and the Teamsters next year. We'll be right there with them.
Yeah.
Oh,
God
damn.
bless.
Mitch, do you feel I don't know, guilty or bad at all for not picketing one moment?
You know that I was cramping up for most of the strike.
The sun's too bright out here. No, I saw the one Instagram pic of you.
Did I put up an Instagram pic with who? With Claudia at Netflix? Is that the one?
I don't really catalog all your Instagram posts, but yes, I believe that's right.
I went quite a few times, not as much as this guy over here. He was there.
Everyone was doing what they can.
I picketed with Hanford in
Wow.
New York.
That
Yeah,
rocks.
she
One
caught
time.
me on the one time I went. I was like, "What's going on out here? I'm returning something from Radio Shack."
They all seem to be closed.
These batteries don't work anymore.
We have a
Why?
long-standing tradition here in the Doughboys Double. What were you going to say?
Strike is over. MASH is on. That's the MASH off.
That's right. What a segue.
Oh, that's
into
what you're
this-
going to say. This is the long-standing tradition.
Yeah, the long-standing tradition on the podcast. But I think what you said worked as well. This is and you know what? We're kind of are going to come mash up these ideas because in a synergistic way, because this is the mash off. And every time we do the mash off, we like to bring back our friends Eva Anderson and Mike Hanford. Thank you both for being here.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys.
for having me again. When did this old tradition start?
This one, actually, it's funny you ask because our buddy the Drop King compiled some stats. I didn't ask him to do this.
Ooh.
Wow.
But our first mash off happened in 2017.
Wow.
So it's been
Wow.
going for a while.
Jeez.
And that was Mount Thanksgiving More, where we all tried to put together a Thanksgiving dinner. It's kind of wild that it was that elaborate from the get-go.
Yeah.
And then as we were going, we started to put together more dishes and have things be a little bit focused, more focused and a little bit more gimmicky. For instance, in 2021, we all did Thanksgiving sides, where I prepared cranberry sauce, Mitch did mashed potatoes, Hanford did stuffing, and Eva did roasted Brussels
Was it canned?
sprouts.
Did you do canned cranberry sauce? Or you made a cranberry sauce?
No, I made a cranberry sauce.
All right, that's pretty good.
Man, I don't have memory of any of that.
I remember none of this.
I don't remember making roasted Brussels sprouts
Yeah.
at all.
A few of these were
Also, is this-
pandemic years, so that
Yeah.
is probably part of the
Yeah.
reason.
Oh, that could be it. Yeah.
I made stuffing one year, but That's the only thing I remember.
I remember the dessert one. I can't remember what I made like some cinnamon swirl type thing.
I made a cranberry like a tart that year.
Yeah.
When we did desserts.
Every
I remember
time I've
that.
done this, I have had help from my mummy. Whether it's just input, but this year she's here. She's in studio.
Hey,
She's sitting right over here. She's watching.
Hi, Mrs. Mitchell.
Not laughing.
Also instrumental in drilling down the answer to an ongoing debate here, which we are going to, kind of conclude with today's mash-off.
Mm-hmm.
Is Christmas a cookie holiday? Came on to our show and definitively just declared, banged your gavel and said, yes, Christmas is a cookie holiday.
She watches Judge Judy, so that makes sense. Big
who
Judge
was saying
Judy
it wasn't
fan.
Who was saying it wasn't a? And what do you mean by cookie holiday? Just cookies
Oh,
are associated
God.
with it?
Well, this is what's your take? When you hear the question, is Christmas a cookie holiday? What does your gut tell you?
Yeah, I say yes, it is. Christmas.
You say
cookie.
yes, it is. Because of
Gingerbread.
Christmas cookies, right?
Yeah.
What got us into some hot water on the podcast is this topic got brought up.
Did she make that decision a year ago?
No, it was close to a year ago, but it was at the our live finale of Munch Madness
God.
this past year.
Okay.
It was the current year, 2023.
Jesus.
Yeah. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, no, I'm not, but it's fine.
When the question came up on the podcast, and Mitch and I both hemmed and hawed and sort of landed like, I guess it's a Christmas holiday, or I guess Christmas is a cookie holiday, rather. That's what I'm trying to say. I guess Christmas is a cookie holiday, and then
People got really mad.
people got really upset at us, and then so we tried to come to some clarity, a consensus answer, and I think we ultimately landed on Christmas cookie. I mean, I assume you think Christmas is a cookie holiday.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Well, this is crazy to me. Were people mad at? Hold on, you
Well,
two.
we
You
weren't
two
sure-
said it. You said
We
it
said
was not.
wasn't,
Or,
basically. We were kind of like, we're not sure if it is or not. I mean, in our minds, I think it was like Santa eats cookies, but does that necessarily mean it's like a big cookie holiday? I don't know.
well, what are you? Is the argument like there's other bigger cookie holidays?
Well, that's why we landed on Christmas is a cookie holiday, kind
Yeah.
of like it was like a soft yes for us. Like, yeah, I guess Christmas is a cookie holiday because we couldn't
Gingerbread
find
house.
a better.
Cookie exchanges.
yeah.
I never really was engaged in a cookie exchange. I never had that, but I have encountered gingerbread house. But I also don't think of a gingerbread house as a cookie. But my grandma also always baked cookies for Christmas, and I do know that the concept of a Christmas cookie exists.
Did
It's a
grandma
Chris-
make
it's a
cookies?
cookie-
Did grandma make cookies for Christmas?
It's a cookie holiday. It's fine.
All right, my
You
grandma
two are
made
just
cookies for
trolling.
Christmas too.
Just trolling.
We're not trolling, Handman.
Handman, we're
how
not
dare
trolling.
You?
Well,
We're not
I don't.
trolling.
How about this for a take? I don't really think of Valentine's Day as a Cupid holiday. Huh?
Okay.
Now you're
I
trolling.
never did.
Trolling. That's
I never
trolling.
did.
You're trolling
That's
us.
what trolling is.
There's more. I see more Cupids on St. Patrick's Day. Yes, they're wearing green, and yes, they're watching their gold.
Those are leprechauns. That's not a cupid. You're confusing the two. You're confusing the two.
Hanford should mention is being a prince for us today. It is in New York City, doing this remotely, and also a little under the weather. Hope you're feeling better, buddy.
I'm doing great. You're gonna hear some sniffling. I might leave the frame to cough. Don't worry about me. I'm getting over it. It's breaking up. My chest cold is breaking up.
Okay, I messaged Drop King because I read those dishes and then I didn't
Thanks
have
for
a
your
memory of
concern,
them.
Nick.
No, I'm glad you're.
No, that's what I'm saying. You brought it up. The other two are just stone faced.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sad that you're feeling sick. I'm happy that you're starting to feel better. I said
you.
before it was the Fallon flu. I don't want you to get everyone sick at Fallon. That's my main concern.
That's why I stayed away.
Were you out of work all week?
No, just 2 days. But last week, a bunch of people had the same thing, and I knew it was time.
You know that when we did Birthday Boys together, I would often blame you for getting sick. I think you remember this.
This is a Mitch thing. You always want to drill down the patient zero who got you sick.
Now it's a Mitch thing.
No, this happened.
Well, yeah, it's
this has
always
happened
you
on
and
tour,
Hanford.
too.
That's the issue. You and Hanford are the two doing
Me?
it.
You think it's
No,
me?
you're not sick. Almost alarmingly, ever sick. We were, and then Hanford and I were both sick for. Remember, we were sick for like 7 months.
We had a cough, like a year-long cough.
Yeah,
That's rough.
I don't know what that
yeah.
was.
We probably should have gone to a doctor. I feel like at that point.
I think so. Looking back on that now, I think.
I feel like most health books say 7 months with a cough is the time to go.
Okay, so I went back to Drop King because he said, like, this is his message. Also, some stats from the previous mash house, just in case you were curious or thought it was worth referencing or revisiting. I thought what he was sending was the dishes we made. But no, these were just things that we talked about on the episode.
Okay, good.
Oh,
So,
great.
so for instance, canned cranberry sauce, mashed potato stuffing, roasted Brussels sprouts. We didn't actually prepare those during Mash Off 4, the Dream Master. That was just what came up when we asked what our favorite Thanksgiving sides
I
were.
thought I was going crazy.
Yeah, I also was like a little, because I was like, I did not make both a pecan pie and a pumpkin pie. So I'm not quite sure why that's under
Why was 4 the
stats.
Dream Masters when 3 is the Dream Masters and Freddy?
The 3 is the Dream Warriors.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! And 4 is the
Is the
Dream
Dream
Master.
Master,
Man, that's
Yeah.
embarrassing. My Freddy knowledge, yeah, that sucks. Sorry, Mom. This is embarrassing to do this in front of my mom.
The first Freddy movie came out today in '84, was it?
It
Whoa,
came
really?
After
As of this
Halloween.
record?
The release? Yeah, after Halloween.
That's wild.
How did you
As
know
of this
that?
record. It was on at work, we have like a little sheet, like a fun sheet of like what's on the show, what's fun things, picture of the day and stuff. And
I
that was one
love
of them.
that's what from what I love when I used to work on talk shows, variety shows. I loved getting that research packet. The researchers would go in, they do so much work, and they'd put together a bunch of just and so you'd always find out fun facts like oh, today it's National Fork Day. Like it's got like there's some weird holiday that's going on, or like oh, this is John Wayne's birthday. How about that? I don't know.
John Wayne Gacy?
I was reading the sheet today and I was looking through, I was like, oh, cool, that's fun fact about Freddy. And I was like, today is Mike Hanford's last day. What the fuck is this? Lazy and obtuse were 2 words that jumped out at me.
I like that you're like, I loved that packet breakdown, and then after work, people are like, Nick, you want to come for a drink? You're like, no, I'm okay. I'm gonna go home.
Taking the
I got
packet
the
with me. I'll read the packet on the bus. Okay, so our last Mash Off was Mash Off 5. That was the Revenge of Michael Masters. So now I'm looking at the Doughboys wiki. That was when we went back to the MASH. We returned to the MASH, and we each had a secret.
That's what I was thinking, Hanford.
And we each had a secret ingredient we drafted. Now I'm remembering all this. And Emma participated.
Oh,
and
right.
Emma drafted vegan, made a vegan mashed potato. That actually came out.
Yeah, it
They
was
were actually
good.
pretty good. They were
Yeah.
boiling the potatoes in veggie broth was a huge part of it.
And what was it? What were the other?
Before that, it was we all made pies.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that we did make pies one year.
Oh, yeah. That was, I like that one. I made a blueberry pie.
Pie eating. I feel like I did well with the pie eating. I had never tried it before. I tried something new today as well.
2020,
Ooh.
we made sides.
Right.
Or we made different things. Like 2020, I think, Weiger, that's when you made the turkey breast.
That's
Yes.
correct. Yes, that's right.
An insane choice.
I
Just
made
a lot of work.
stuffing. You guys made other stuff.
Mitch, you made classic pecan pie bars. Mrs. Mitchell made a pecan pie martini.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I was home at that
Ooh.
point, I think.
Yeah. Hanford made pumpkin swirl bread, and Eva
Yes.
made sage and sausage stuffing.
The point is, we've made a lot of dishes here on the Mash Off over the years. We've hit on a lot of different categories. We've maybe explored.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah,
Eva's is always pretty good.
Eva's is always good. Eva's is always. Eva's usually the winner. But
She's an award winner.
she is an award-winning baker.
You won a blue ribbon, did you not?
I did.
That's pretty good. I don't think this is going to win a blue ribbon today, but, if there's a blue ribbon here in the studio, you could give it to me. The hell's going on over
I
there?
know.
Just like
Oh,
Does he have his blue ribbon?
no, I
that's what I thought he was going to get out. I didn't know what he was
no, I
doing.
wasn't
know
doing
what
a
he was
blue
doing.
ribbon bit. I'm very self-conscious about my shirts.
The dog is very
That looks
sleepy. It's
fine.
very cute.
Casey says it looks fine. I
You're-
just
you're
stop
good.
futzing.
The dog, Jemmy looks cute. You adjusting. You're gonna show your midriff.
I know I'm gonna expose my gut by accident when I'm trying to adjust my shirt. I gotta stop
I love that
futzing
shirt.
with it.
It's a good shirt.
Look at shirts from our buddies at Kinship Goods.
Really good.
Here's a
We
tip
love
for
the
you.
Frenchman.
Increase your shirt size.
Yeah, go up a size. What, 4XL would be good for you? All right.
Let me ask you this. So we've kind of thoroughly explored Thanksgiving, which is partly why we're going to Christmas cookies this year for this Mash Off. But I want to ask, and I know
Are we going to Christmas cookies or is this Thanksgiving cookies?
it's supposed to be Christmas cookies.
Oh, it's supposed to be Christmas. Well, luckily I made something that works for both.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Whatever you made
luckily.
is fine. It's gonna be fine.
Okay.
But I wanted to ask, it's keeping in the dessert realm and keeping in the term of in the area of sweet treats. What sweet treats do you like to have around the holidays? Handman, let's start with you.
Ooh, around the holidays, I like when somebody brings like a good cookie in somewhere. I don't make cookies very well. Hopefully today's different, but yeah, I do like the cookie, kind of the classic.
Yeah,
the star with like the sort of the frosting on it that's hard. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
it's like
fun.
It's like a white shortbread
You
cookie
like the
with a
hard
frosting.
frosting is your answer?
No, how do I describe it? It's like shiny, kind of.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Me, I like a nice Christmas Slurpee.
Bitch.
Mint Slurpee.
Oh,
Yeah, give me a minty Slurpee, peppermint stick Slurpee.
Mitch, you just reminded me. I didn't have my summer Slurpee this summer. I always have
no.
at least one. I missed it.
That's a bummer.
What's
Summer
your
bummer.
flavor?
I like the cherry.
Oh, cherry's good.
I like it a cherry.
I had a point in my life where I was having a Coke Slurpee every day.
Woo!
And then
This
I
is thick
They
water.
got a
This is when you were
5XL.
Yeah. This was my thicker era. Not that I'm a slender man these days, but like I was like, I was really
not
happy.
the Slender Man. Just to be clear.
I was having, we looked it up and it was like, oh my God, this is like 600 calories of sugar. Like I'm just having like consistently. I can't.
You were also eating. Didn't you eat Snicker bars at this point too? It was your
This was a little earlier than that. Well, yeah, when I worked in the video game industry.
that's Mountain Dew and a Snickers bar.
That my general breakfast. I'd get something from the office break room, and because I'd get in late and I'd just like grab whatever I had, and it was usually a Snickers bar, a black coffee, and a Mountain Dew Code Red.
Oh my god!
Dear God.
Horrible.
My mom.
But you can eat like that when you're like 22.
Oh yeah,
My mom had a visual reaction to
Yeah.
that. I think she was nervous, maybe. I don't know what it was.
That does make my like teeth tingle hearing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I did that in college. I would go to a snack machine and get like a Snickers and a Coke. It's like same thing.
Yeah.
Like every day. It's crazy.
I'm not a. Well, my mom's here and she might scoff at this. I'm not a huge sweets person. I got a teeth tingler today.
I didn't see a scoff. I saw like a mild eye roll, but not a scoff.
I think that I like sweets when they're liquid. I like colas. I don't like. I don't eat like a ton of candy. Do I? Gummy bears. I like. Right.
Yeah.
You're asking your mom
affirmative.
if you like gummy bears?
we both like desserts. My mom and I like desserts. We like chocolate desserts. But besides that, I'm not a big sweets person. I don't care about like in the holidays. I don't really care about like the sweet. Like I'm more savory. I'm more excited about some sort of dinner dish
More
instead
meats
of,
than sweets.
yeah, more meats and sweets. Wags, like a lot of people, my mother is not the most tech savvy. Michael,
Yeah, right, yeah.
the thing you do with my mom.
Right.
Michael, the internet isn't working.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ma, you didn't pay the bill for the internet. Usually that's what it is. So it seems weird for me to get my mom a tech-adjacent gift, but guess what? Aura's digital frame is actually perfect. That's because, yes, it's tech, but it's so easy.
That's right. And Mitch, the thing about the Aura frames, which we both have and we both have shared with our families, it helps you interact with your family and friends more. My parents are out there on vacation. I can see what they're up to. I get up to some mischief. I can send them a pic and they can see it that way.
What type of mischief are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
Someday early in January, load some pictures up on the Aura frame and send to your family?
Seriously, it's so easy to get started, but then once you do, the tech is incredible. I can upload photos right from my phone in just a click. It'll even pair photos together for me, like 2 pictures of the same person or from the same day. There's no memory cards or USBs required. There's a reason Wirecutter named it the #1 best digital photo frame. Again, if you're dealing with someone who's not particularly tech savvy, they don't have to worry about any extra devices. They can use their existing devices.
It's true, and you can pre-upload photos, Wags.
Right. For a limited time, visit auraframes.com and get $45 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames by using promo code Doughboys at checkout. That's AURAFrames.com, promo code Doughboys. This exclusive Black Friday Cyber Monday deal is their best of the year, so don't miss out. Terms and conditions apply.
Check it out. Hey, Wags, spark something uncommon this holiday with just the right gift from Uncommon Goods. The busy holiday season is here, and Uncommon Goods makes it less stressful with incredible hand-picked gifts for everyone on your list, all in one spot. Gifts that spark joy, wonder, delight, and that it's exactly what I wanted feeling.
They scour the globe for original, handmade, absolutely remarkable things. Somehow they know exactly the perfect gift for every single person you know. Here's a few of my favorite gifts that I found on the site. Talking about the 12 Days of Hot Sauce Advent Calendar. Mitch, you know I'm something of a heat seeker.
Well, now you got 12 hot sauces for the 12 days of Christmas.
That's right.
Forget 8 Lords of Leaping.
Right.
You got your tongue is leaping from that hot sauce.
Yeah. 7 Poblanos a sizzling.
6 rings a burning. 5 ouchie tongues.
They get a homemade limoncello kit. That's a lot of fun. A custom embroidered clothing and hats are available, Mitch. And hey, our producer Emma got herself a tote bag with a yoga mat strap and says that's a great bag. When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season. Uncommon Goods looks for products that are high quality, unique, and often handmade or made in the U.S. They have the most meaningful, out-of-the-ordinary gifts anywhere. They even have gifts you can personalize.
From holiday host and hostess gifts to the coolest finds for kids to hits for everyone from book lovers to diehard sports fans, Uncommon Goods has something for everyone. Eat your heart out, Santa.
Wow.
Not the same old selections you could find just anywhere. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to a nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. Wow, that's cool.
To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/doughboys. That's uncommongoods.com/doughboys for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary. Eva, favorite holiday sort of sweet treat?
I like pie.
Oh, yeah.
But last year I did like a fruitcake that took 3 months to make.
Whoa.
Because you have to bake it in October and then you have to keep it in a closet and you have to feed it brandy every week until Christmas.
That's wild.
And then you frost it and you seal it in. And the recipe actually makes 2 fruitcakes. So one of them, then you keep it in the closet and it definitely in the dark, you can just pull it back out in a year or longer. And you can eat the second one.
It has to be in a closet?
It has to be in the dark and it has to be sealed.
Oh, in the dark. Okay.
But it's sealed in this like hard frosting, so it should be actually protected. But it's so heavy from all this stuff in it that it's actually like a 15-pound dessert, like a 20-pound dessert.
Is it like dense?
Didn't you say you were going to do that last year?
It's unbelievably dense. It's just like dried fruit and nuts and just like all this frosting and all this like alcohol.
Dang.
Did you mean I was going to hide in a closet and douse myself with booze?
That's what I was saying.
5 months.
I mean,
Walker's like, I'm going to go to your closet for like 3 months. Can you just feed me brandy every day? I was like, sure.
just hand it through the door.
How did it come out?
It was actually really good.
Because fruitcake is like I own it's like it, and for a while it was like with Brussels sprouts. Now Brussels sprouts have obviously made a comeback, but like it was like paired as like oh, fruitcake, that's the bad holiday gift. Oh, I got a fruitcake from my mother-in-law. I was like a bad 90s
Aunt
punchline.
Irma's fruitcake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now this was legitimately good, but it was also like weird and dense. It was like a collapsed star.
I gotta say this. I would love to try that brandy fruitcake. Your food is always good. Here's the thing. I'm always happy to try it. Hanford, we haven't been able to eat your food for the last few years.
I know. Every year you watch me go, yeah, this is really good. I think I ought to win.
When was your last in-person mashup? 2019? Or were you gone at that point? 2018?
I would have been gone. Probably 18.
Wow.
We only got 2 years of Hanford in person.
Have you lived in New York for like 5 years?
Yeah, since 2019.
That's
October
so
2019.
wild.
So we missed you for that mash off. You were over Zoom.
Yeah, I was already here.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
Well, you got to come back for the mash off next year. I think it's important.
We get next year, the Doughboys numbers will be up a little more. We can maybe get a flight for me out there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Quick thing. We just do it at LAX. I get off and then get back on.
Hop into the Delta Sky Club, bring our Zoom recorder. We've done it before. Have you adjusted to life in New York City where you're just like, you know what, this is my home now? Like, do you feel like that's where you want to be?
Yeah, I guess I'm pretty I've acclimated to New York pretty good.
You said that you're good friends with the critic now, right?
Yeah. I'm always going by his house and saying, buy my book. Yeah, I'm pretty acclimated, but the boy, oh boy, this city, Nick.
Yeah.
The stories that it has. I mean, I'm an inch into the ocean of stories in this place. It's a magical place.
Wow. It's true what they say.
I'm serious.
He's trolling us again.
It's
I
true what they
believe
say. Hanford's a dick.
Well, we miss you. We miss you. For
Thank
that.
you. I miss you
Mash
too.
off.
Always great to see you. So this is, as I mentioned, this is the 6th annual Mash Off, and because this is the third Thursday of the month, that's how the calendar worked out. I'm sorry, the third Tuesday of the month, that's how the calendar worked out. This is our DoScore Decision, and so we let you, the DoScore users, pick what we mashed off this year, and Shifty sent in the pitch of Christmas cookies, which is where we're at.
Which almost seemed like a
Shifty.
bit, and then we did choose it.
Yeah.
Drop King wrote out like a detailed, like 3-page idea, and then there was one idea that was just Christmas cookies, and we chose Christmas cookies. Sorry, Drop King.
But Drop King did provide some other context for this, which is that he has some pitches for the title. He titles the mash off each year. So I'm going to read all these, and we can settle this live on the show. All right, here we go. These are all named after the 6th entry in a franchise.
Got it.
Mash Off 6, The Undiscovered Cookie. This is after Star Trek. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mash Off 6, Cookie Under Siege.
Okay,
That's a police academy.
pretty good.
Mash Off 6, Revenge of the Spritz. It's a
That's-
Star Wars reference, and
yes,
Spritz
of
is a
course.
popular Christmas cookie. I'm not familiar with Spritz.
Got it.
Anyone
Yeah, I
had a
think of
Spritz?
Spritz is more
Yeah,
of a drink,
it's more
right?
about the shape. It's
The
like
shape.
it's like a little, like a kind of little meringue.
Oh,
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Isn't
about.
a Spritz Hanford? You could a sloppy boy. You can answer
Like
this
an
one. Isn't a
Aperol Spritz.
Yeah,
That's what I think of,
Spritz isn't
yeah.
a
Yeah,
drink.
Spritz is a type of drink. I've always thought of it that way.
Mash Off 6. All right, so we won't do that.
That
one.
one's not going to win.
Mash Off 6, The Chompit, Battle of the 5 Cookies. This is a Hobbit reference.
I
That's
kind of
pretty
like this
good.
one the most so far.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Hobbit into Chompit is fun.
There is only 4 cookies.
Well,
right?
that's the thing. He said, and assuming there's a 5th person participating, which is not the case.
No.
So that's maybe a strike against it.
Okay.
Hey, did that dog bring any cookies in?
The dog is the cookie.
I had $1 for every time I heard you say that.
Hey, that dog got cookies on it.
All right, problematic property here, but this is a pretty good pun. Mash Off 6, Mary Chomper and the Half Fudge Binge. It's a Harry Potter reference.
Oh, Harry Chomper.
Half fudge binge.
Yeah.
Why is it Mary?
Because of Christmas.
Oh,
All right. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Mary Chomper instead of Harry Potter.
Okay, yeah, no, that one's lost too. What's the next one?
And then there's also Mash Off 6, Cookie of the Year, and Mash Off 6, I Did It All for the Cookie. I like Mash Off 6, The Chompit, The Battle of the 5 Cookies.
I
Especially
like
'cause-
that, too.
Yeah,
Because there's only 4.
yeah, I think that's fun.
I think we do that one. Yeah.
yeah, that's
All right,
good.
do
That's the winner.
All right, great. That'll be the canonical title of this episode.
Good.
Thanks, guys. Thank you for helping us figure that out there. It's an important part of the episode.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We need to eat my cookie first. I
Yeah,
just have
let's
to
start
say
there.
All right.
it.
Can we just start there? And people are a lot of people are just listening to this, so we'll need a description of what you made exactly. But my first thing I was going to say, not a criticism, to me, this is what you've prepared does not look like a cookie.
Okay, Nick.
Go.
Wow, say that right in front of me and my mother.
No, I'm
who
just
spent
like, I'm
hours
saying-
doing it.
It looks. I'm sure it's tasty. I'm excited to eat it, but just like to me, this looks like a bowl of stuff as opposed to a
Oh, does it?
cookie. So I just like some context for what we're gonna have here.
Yeah. Well,
Mitch,
you
did
didn't even
you-
let me explain what the fuck it was.
Well, that's why I wanted to paint a picture for what we had in front of us for people.
Hey, great.
who are
Oh,
just
now
listening to the show.
the listeners know it doesn't look like a cookie. Thank you, Hanford and Eva. This is a deconstructed
Ooh.
apple oatmeal cookie crumble.
It's deconstructed. That's why.
That's why it looks like not a cookie.
That's
it's
why.
deconstructed.
Is that what's in front of you right there?
That is what's in front of me right here. It looks
You
like the
have 4
bowl
bowls
of
of
dog
it?
food. It looks like Jemmy brought it.
Yeah.
But I brought a bowl for everyone, and
Wow.
Casey and Emma included.
Must be
Oh, hell
confusing if
yeah.
you're like a contractor and you're working on a project where there's a building D. and you're always saying deconstructed. We're like, no, we mean building D is being constructed,
Thank
not
you.
saying that.
Boss, you said to take it down.
No, this is. You guys have got to read what's going on in the blueprints here. We're building D. We're constructing it. All right, this actually looks quite toothsome,
Wonderful.
and it's got like
you eat it with
sort of
a spoon. Look at that.
Yeah, we're
Do we
eating
need
this
to
with a
take
spoon.
picture?
We've got kind of
Oh,
a-
yeah. I should take a picture.
There's a gooey texture to it. It's very moist, but there is a little bit of crunch on the edges.
And I'm seeing cookie in it.
Yeah, there is
Does
some
not
cookie in
look
there.
like a crumble.
Send me a picture of that, Mitch.
I'll send you a picture.
Like pictures
See what
of
that thing looks like.
pieces of cookie.
Can you see it on the webcam there, Hanford, or is this too?
I think
Not
I
too
want
far
to. It's
away.
a little too far away. I want to get a
Okay,
nice
great,
close
great.
up there.
Having this be a little warm, probably better, but it was a little warm when I started. So
Well, now, how did you land on this specific concept for this cookie?
I Googled Thanksgiving cookies,
Got it.
which I never
I've heard
really
of.
seen or tried before.
Is it? You might not see those too much because they don't really exist. Thanksgiving cookies.
That might
No,
be
you're
an
100%
issue.
right, Hanford.
That's also not the theme we agreed on.
No, that's also true, Eva.
I cannot believe how calm Jemmy is with me eating food right
Molly,
next
you
to
like to
her.
try?
Yeah,
She's
really.
So unfood motivated.
You don't wanna try it?
Wow.
Like I put
a
her
bite.
dinner down every night, and it takes me and Mike both trying to convince her that it's okay to go eat. She just stares at it and stares at us and like, "Are you sure that's for me?" And we have to tell her it's okay to go eat.
Wake me up when you're serving souffle.
Yeah.
Okay, Jimmy. Okay.
Now, if you throw like a steak or something on a pan in the kitchen, she is right behind you in 2 seconds flat.
Got it. So it's very specific taste.
Yeah.
Mitch, can I just say this is delicious?
Yeah.
It's really,
That's
really
very
yummy.
thank
Really
you.
great.
I'm thrilled by that. My mom and I, we went to Lazy Acres, right? Is that what it was called? The grocery store? Lazy Acres?
I don't know. What is it? Is this like a artisan grocery store?
Yeah,
somewhere?
it's kind of an artisan grocery store. We were getting myself I was getting some B12.
Fun.
So
So is this a little like it's like a health place?
it's kind of like a fancy kind of a fancy
Kind of
grocery
what
store.
Whole Foods used to be.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, you know where it is? It's where it's right at Western. You know, like Western, where it goes up to Griffith Park Boulevard. There.
Yes.
It's that place where my dry cleaner used to be. Which
Okay.
I guess doesn't help you imagine where it is.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
But
This isn't helping anyone. The hyper
up
specific.
the street from the Petco, maybe.
geography. Right.
Across the
yeah.
street from the Baskin Robbins on Western.
Oh, that's a new place.
It's new. It's new.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it is kind of a
The
fancy.
old
I know that
CVS
Baskin
or
Robbins.
Rite Aid. The old
It's
Rite
a fancy
Aid.
spot. I wanted to get something that worked for both a Christmas cookie and a Thanksgiving cookie.
What were you doing? Like, what were you doing with that dry cleaner? You have like, a lot of stuff you're getting dry cleaned.
I had the same
Can't
question.
say
Thank
with
you for
my mom
asking.
here.
What?
Were you getting the Linda Tripp special?
I think of like dry cleaning for menswear
Cover your
as
ears, Mrs. Mitchell.
like suits or something, or like nice like business shirts. But you're not a guy who normally dresses. Like
Yeah,
that.
I was getting my Celtics jersey pressed. What the hell?
I'm just curious.
I dress up occasionally.
Okay, so it was situationally for when you had to dress up a little.
Yeah.
Got it.
Oh, and
Guys
also,
on
I'll
the
tell
red
you how-
carpet. I've seen him.
That's true.
I'll honestly tell you where I went the most is for what's going on.
I was about to say that
Oh,
you had to
there
wear
you
a suit every week.
I'd wear a suit for what's going on, so that would be where what I would go there for the most.
And you were nervous. You probably would sweat in it
I
a
would
lot.
sweat it in
Right,
a lot.
right.
Yeah.
Or they'd make you roll in pudding or something.
Right.
Surprised we haven't done this for Doughboys yet, where I roll in pudding. So that's that area there. That dry cleaner is now Lazy Acres. We got my B12. We got everything that we needed, including some muffin pans and some cooling racks.
I just thought of a joke. Can you say we got my B12 again?
we got my B12.
You sunk my battleship.
We got my
Tatooine,
B12.
Tatooine, a little soccer ball right now is going.
B12.
BB-8.
We got my B12. We got some muffin pans, some cooling racks. We actually got a pint of milk. I said, we put this all on the Doughboy card. She said, is that against the rules? I said, doesn't matter. Let's just use the Doughboys card. We used the Doughboys card. We got out of there. We went and saw the Holdovers at the Alamo Draft House downtown.
Is it good?
Nice. We had fun, right? I think we both liked it. It was fun.
That's great.
We got back at about 9:30 p.m. We started on this recipe, and they were in a muffin tin, and I could never get them out of the muffin tin in the shape of cookies. They're supposed to be cookies.
Oh, they're supposed to be.
They were supposed to be constructed.
Got it.
That's how these are deconstructed.
So I had to lie to you immediately. My mom told me to be confident and just go with it. So it's her fault. She's the one who's lying to all of you, not me.
No, I think it's the right move because this tastes great. And when you get...
And so the idea of it is that it's these cookies that hold kind of. I'll show you the recipe.
They hold a shape.
They look like kind of little mini pies. The mini pies.
Yeah.
The issue was, and look, I like to challenge myself for the mash off. I wanted it to work. We probably should have put in 2 different pie tins at different times but it was already late. They just weren't. They weren't coming out of the tins in it. It said 18 to 20 minutes. We cooked it 20 minutes, and then probably had to cook it total 20 more minutes to make it what it was. So they were undercooked a bunch, and I don't know if it was my oven or the you know.
This is the thing because I bake so rarely, and I think Mrs. Mitchell was saying your mom was saying that it's like a recipe thing, right? But like the first time you try a recipe, there's always something goes a little haywire. That certainly happened with mine, which we'll talk about in a second. So it always feels like you need that first go to like kind of work out the kinks and figure out like, oh, this thing stuck to the muffin pan. Well, how am I going to salvage this?
I felt good in that the tastes are there. So like if this had worked out and it was a cohesive cookie, I would have been happy with it. For the tastes.
They're delicious, though.
Thank you.
I kind of like this for like a holiday because you could totally just like scoop some ice cream on top of that,
exactly,
and like make it just a
that.
big bowl
Very
of deliciousness.
rustic.
Yeah,
that was my mom's idea. Actually, was to put some vanilla ice cream on there, but that felt even further away from a cookie. But cookies and ice cream work. It's called an apple crisp cookie cups.
Oh yeah, okay, I see.
So that's, and I can probably.
So it's supposed to have a shape.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
Beautiful.
Wow. That's what it's supposed to look like.
And it's truly like a cupcake that is pie, which is something you used to talk about a lot.
That's a great point, Eva.
That is, yes. Also, yes, cookies are pie in this.
Cupcake.
Oh no.
Cookies are pie on Thanksgiving.
But yeah, there were some complications there. But basically, you have to make the base with oatmeal and butter and sugar. And then you make the pie, the apple pie filling, and then you drizzle it with caramel sauce.
Wow.
Beautiful.
You mentioned the holdovers. Wait, and maybe we'll edit this out if this upsets people. But
this is a delish recipe, by the way. But go on.
Director Alexander Payne, do you remember like Rose McGowan had an allegation about him a few years ago? But she said in the allegation like that he was very well endowed. I guess is proof.
What?
That Rose McGowan said that he was a creep to her when she was 15, and included the detail, "You are very well endowed." Which has got to be a weird thing if you're reading that to be fuck, I'm canceled, but everyone knows I got a big hog.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
And I am sorry.
Yeah.
That's right. That's my mom and I remember that right before, and we went to a different movie. We didn't go to the Holdovers. We went and saw something else.
I was in San Ynez Valley last weekend, and they still are dining out on Sideways. Every single place you go, they're like, one little thing from Sideways filmed here.
Right.
And it's like,
That's
it's been
funny.
so long since that movie came out, but they're like, hey, the bartender here is like the guy from Sideways. Like, oh, okay.
Wow, that's that guy. I'm thinking of the guy, and if that's the guy, that's kind of cool that you can go to a bar and meet the guy.
Well, it's at Hitching Post. Didn't you guys do a Birthday Boys show there? You guys did, right?
We were at
the Hitching Post?
Yeah, weren't they? Didn't you? Or somewhere nearby?
Oh, this is in Solvang, California.
Yeah, when they were trying to
okay.
We were like right nearby.
The Ultimate Comedy Bash. This was a UCB initiative.
The most confused audience I've ever seen in my entire. Do you remember this, Hanford?
They're trying to make Solvang into the new comedy mecca, the new Del Close Marathon
or something.
Wild.
Yeah. If it kept going, maybe, but it was just that one year.
Yeah,
but I did go to
It was
Hitching Post.
like a hard place to get to. There was not a lot of people there, and we We did ropes and underwear in that bar. Remember, people were like,
Yeah, it was a big
You
bar.
should have been arrested.
Yeah. The people they were like, there were some people who were not happy we did it.
Were
I
you
go, like,
totally naked
Mhm.
in the bar?
Mhm.
mhm.
Well,
That's
there was like a
crazy.
stage. There was a stage room next to the bar, right?
Yes,
if I remember
there was
correctly.
there were like cowboy doors that went into a bar
Yeah,
where like most of the people were in.
right. And then like people would kind of poke their heads into what we were doing and go, "No thanks."
Yep.
Well, there was an added layer of because you like kind of wanted to give it some context for the setting, so you told everyone beforehand, like, just so you know, this is happening at the same time that Thomas Hayden Church is on a date with Sandra Oh. Like, no, this is kind of just happening in the background. And I think people were just kind of like looking around to see if they were there, kind of confused by the setup.
For people who don't know,
Yeah.
this is a sketch that ends with like 2 full minutes of Mitch and Hanford fully nude.
Yeah.
We did
Covering
it on our
ourselves,
show.
Mom.
It's from the
It's on the
pilot
show.
of our of Birthday Boys. Yeah,
Yeah.
But-
The IFC series.
Live,
Live,
also,
it's a different experience.
Complete-
yeah.
Completely.
Live, it's
it's
Yeah.
a lot of juggling of crack and junk.
Yeah.
And also, we were doing it like in front of what I think were real cowboys. I couldn't like they seemed like real life cowboys in many ways.
Were they hurting cattle?
guys. I just got a little warning on my computer that says I'm out of space, so my video stopped, but I got to clear some space off this thing. I think.
Oh, boy.
Okay, well, I would save that video.
You got any old like screenplays you can delete?
Yeah, all my screenplays are like 1,000 pages.
Max Landis?
What are you getting on that laptop there? What are you running on
I bet
the
it's
space?
all. I bet it's all like
Empty that trash.
Floppy Boys stuff.
Oh, sure. That'll happen. Those audio
yeah.
files will just
Audio
eat
files.
up hard drive space.
Yeah.
Boy, I've been there before.
Constantly dumping files.
Yeah. You know what's nice? I don't know if you're using the Dropbox or the Sloppy Boys, but what I've found is that you can use the Dropbox setting to store it on the cloud, and
Yeah.
so it's not stored on your.
Aha.
None of my
Yes.
audio is stored locally anymore for
Mhm.
Doughboys after I
I
record
see.
it.
That's smart.
Oh.
Same.
All right, give me a second here.
We'll figure it out.
Think about that. Think about that cloud that the Doughboys audio is like that green, gross cloud.
Stench cloud. This is good, Mitch.
You like
I think,
it?
Yeah, I think you're upset because it didn't come out the way you wanted it to, but I think overall this is a very delectable dessert.
I'm
I was
happy.
I
like,
think
I'm
this
not going
ab-
to eat this whole thing, and I can't stop.
I'm
eating.
trying to
Yeah.
stop
That's,
eating it.
that's good.
I had to
really
put
good.
it to the side so I wouldn't be looking at it. I
What-
want it.
What I really
all of
like,
it.
and I don't know if this is a byproduct of it sticking, or if this is like it's intended to have this issue, but you've got like these crunchier sections that
that
coexist
is
with the mush.
the crunchier sections are supposed to exist. It's just the issue is that the crunchy sides were there, and then the bottom was just sticking. And we put in we sprayed it with the spray. Ma, do you have anything to say on this?
No, but you're right about the top of it. It was crunchy. That was
Yeah.
at the top of the cup.
Yeah, and that was coming
Really
off
good.
a lot when we were trying to get them out of the. And we also had to like recook it, like we put it back in the oven 5 times, maybe I think over the course of.
It's tough to get your oven temperature right. I was reading like so we
It
reviewed.
was so far, like the recipe, like for me, it was so far off. I don't
Yeah.
know, my oven is not calibrated correctly or whatever.
You can get a little thermometer to put in your oven, like on Amazon, and then you can check and see if it's actually the temperature it says it is.
Do you use a baking scale?
No, my stepdaughter does though, because she makes like macaron.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Because I was like, okay, so we reviewed like in the very recent memory we reviewed Milk Bar, and so I was looking at some of the Milk Bar that Christina Tosi, I believe, is the baker, like some of her things, and like she's very much like a low oven temperature baker, like 275, like super low for longer for whatever reason. But also like I saw a lot of tips about like using a kitchen scale, which I'm just like I don't bake enough to invest in a kitchen scale. But I understand that since, that it's a science, not an art, you're trying to get the proportions exactly right, and the individual variants for measuring cups may mess up, or how ingredients are packed in there could mess up your proportions.
Yeah, and if you're trying to make things as uniform as someplace like Milk Bar too.
Right,
You want
right.
things like perfection.
What do you think of Milk
we
Bar?
Well, we should say you made the crack pie one
did-
year, and
yes,
it was
you did.
delicious.
Which is actually maybe one of her easier recipes. Some of her stuff's like really complicated.
Yeah.
I like Milk Bar. I like Milk Bar like once a year.
That's what it seems like. Yeah,
Yeah.
that seems about the right rate of
Super
consumption.
sweet, but it's good. It's good stuff.
How you doing with the hard drive there, Hanford?
I'm doing great. I'm just saving. This is taking a second to save, but I deleted a whole bunch of shit.
Wow.
What's the most embarrassing thing you deleted?
I had some, they're not fully clothed pictures of Mitch, but they were just, he was blinking in all of them. All right, new movie recording for the Handman. Was this part of the episode here? Or?
I think we can keep this in.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
He's back.
He's back. Wow. Thanks for debugging that in real time. Any other thoughts on this cookie?
No. You know, I wish it had come out the way I want. It would be great to have had at least one. That's what we were banking on. We were like, maybe we can get 4 because we had about almost 20 of them.
Yeah.
And so we're like, maybe we can get 4 of them that will work out, or 5 of them, for however many people I realized in the end it was 5 of us, and we couldn't get 5. We couldn't even get 1 actually. We got 1 that was scooped out and then it fell apart on the plate. But I want to try it again.
If you do it again, can I make a suggestion?
Yes, please.
Little muffin wrappers. That'll keep them in there.
You and my mom are on the
can't
same
stick.
exact page. That's exactly what. That's what we probably should have
I love
done.
pulling those muffin wrappers off too.
It's
How fun
fun.
is that?
Yeah,
If you do it again, send us a picture.
I will. I am gonna attempt it again. It actually wasn't the hard. I think the pie when I made the apple cranberry pie was actually more difficult, but it wasn't not with my mom very much gets credit here because we made it together. But it was still kind of a lot of work, I would say.
Bitch, you should.
I mean, from 9:30 till about 1 a.m.
Really?
Yeah, probably.
Holy shit! You make you make good bar pizza. You had a dip one time. I was at your house. You had chicken dip or something.
Oh yeah, the buffalo chicken dip. I can follow a recipe, but we followed this one, but I'm happy that it still tastes.
This
good,
worked out great.
I'm happy about it.
You are great at making a bar pizza, and yes, that pie you made when we were making pies, that was a delicious pie.
I got to make that one again this year.
Mitch, you and I are both beardos.
It's true.
And the thing about having a beard is you got to maintain this bad boy.
You really
and
do.
And it's not always the easiest thing if you don't have the right tools.
That's right, Wags. Whether you're going smooth shaven or maintaining a beard like us beardos, Dollar Shave Club offers shave and grooming products that are always high quality but never overpriced. Wow.
You got a beard like us, Dollar Shave Club has you covered. You get the double header electric trimmer. Divide and conquer. Trimming your beard and balls with the same trimmer? Gross. That's right. We went from beard straight to balls. The double-headed electric trimmer has 2 interchangeable heads. One for beard, one for balls. You just thought we were talking beards here.
We're talking...
But out of nowhere, no, we're bringing up balls as well.
Too. Snip, snip, snip. Then you go right down, snip, snip, snip.
This waterproof battery-operated trimmer comes with 3 different guard lengths, so you can stop being gross.
Never, I say. The Doughboys will never stop being gross. There's a style detailer precision trimmer, Wags. For every hairy little detail, keep rogue facial hairs at bay with a tool that's whole job is to pay attention to detail. That's good for me and my big beard. With a 360-degree rotary head for nose and ear hair and a detailer head for brows, sideburns, cheeks, and neckline, weird hairs don't stand a chance against this multitasking powerhouse.
In addition to their amazing shave products, DSC also offers a whole personal care line for dudes, such as ball spray, butt wipes, and deodorant. The best part, Dollar Shave Club products are now available everywhere, so you can order from their website, Amazon, or get them at your favorite retailer near you.
But don't take our word for it. Try for yourself. You can visit their site right now for 20% off, $20 or more, and get your products delivered right to your door. Visit dollarshaveclub.com/doughboys and use promo code doughboys for 20% off, $20 or more. Wow.
I could really use some of those butt wipes.
I could use some of those ball trimmers.
Speaking of pies, and this is now embarrassingly 2 bash-offs ago, but Eva, you delivered your pie to me, and I forgot, I never returned the pie tin.
Oh my
So I
God.
have that back today,
That's awesome.
and I'm using that to store my cookies.
I love that.
What I made are, and I have this little piece of bread for freshness. I'm going to keep this away from Jemmy because this is chocolate. So, Jemmy,
She won't try to eat it.
Jemmy doesn't
You
care.
woke her up.
No, now
to
she's
tell
like,
her.
now I'm curious.
I'm going to yell in your ear and tell you not to eat this chocolate. These are red velvet cookies
Ooh.
Whoa.
with chocolate chips.
Beautiful.
And I
Also-
wanted something
Wow.
Why did you have a piece of bread?
To keep them fresh.
to keep them fresh.
Oh, is that a thing that happens?
Yeah.
But it's funny because one is attached to it, and then
Really?
Jemmy is interested in the bread.
It's stuck
does
to the
love
bread.
The
bread.
moisture, is it the moisture keeps them soft? Is
Wow.
that? Keeps
They
them
keep
going
them, yeah,
stale?
they're like a little bit less stale.
I never
That's
knew
cool.
that. That's wild.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's an old grandma trick. So here's the thing. Here are my issues with this. First off, I wanted to make these, and the recipe called for white chocolate chips. I don't like white chocolate, so I migrated to semi-soft dark chocolate chunks. The issue is I've never worked with dark chocolate chunks before, and they were a little bit hard to mix in here. So you see, they're kind of like some of them are kind of just like scattered on top, more so than baked in.
And there are M&Ms in there?
The other thing is, I was like, I wanted these to feel a little bit more Christmassy outside of the red hue, so I thought I'd try to get some green in there. The problem is I couldn't find any green baking M&Ms, so I just had to buy a regular-ass bag of regular M&Ms, and I was like, there should be plenty of greens in here. There's like a quarter cup worth of green M&Ms. I needed like a half cup to a cup, and I had like barely enough to just sort of dot throughout here. So it's a paltry M&M count. Like this one has 2 M&Ms, and this one is like one of the more heavily M&M'd of them. So it's kind of a
I'm also
bummer.
picturing Natalie just sitting in a house filled with other colored M&Ms right now.
Like a ball pit. The other thing is, this is the third issue. This dough was really hard to work with, and I should have chilled it. And I was like kind of making this in a little bit of a rush like you, that I just like didn't take the time. I should have just put this in the fridge for a couple hours, let it sit there. Because the when I waited, I made them in 2 batches. You can kind of tell the difference between the first batch ones, which are like kind of these malformed orbs, and the second batch, which are much more uniform. Because by the time the batch had like kind of the dough had solidified a little bit, they were a lot easier to roll out and make into little balls on the baking sheet. That said, these are my red velvet, chocolate chunk, and M&M cookies.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm excited to try
I'll
it.
distro these this way.
You gonna take one?
Oh yeah, I'll take.
Now is red velvet? I know it's a thing, but and it used to be like huge. Remember, everything was like red velvet.
Yeah, there was
cupcakes and stuff.
there was a big red velvet trend.
Yeah.
We're going
Is
red
there a
velvet
different
crazy.
taste
Take one,
to
Mom.
red velvet, or is it just like a look?
No, it has a little bit of a taste because of the buttermilk that's involved. Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Because it's like a chemical reaction. For the longest time, I thought it was food coloring that makes it red. And some of the recipes
Yeah.
do call for food coloring, but no, it is a chemical reaction. The baking soda, I think, working with the butter, or the cocoa powder working with the buttermilk that caused it to have a red hue.
Gotcha.
These are nice, Nick.
These are really nice.
Yeah, the texture, I think, is a little cakey, too.
Mm-hmm.
These are good.
I think you made the right choice of going with dark chocolate over the
Yeah,
white
exactly.
chocolate. Mm-hmm.
I think white chocolate would have been overpowering.
Yeah, I think white chocolate is a lot of times used as like, oh, well, they have cream cheese icing. So like cream cheese frosting. So like, okay, we'll throw a white chocolate in there, but it's like, it's not really the same flavor profile. It's its own thing. I don't know, white chocolate, I'm never into it.
You know what?
Yeah, I don't like it.
I think the M&Ms were a great idea because it's a nice little crunch as well.
Yeah, it needed more M&Ms.
Ooh.
That's if I could do it over again, I would chill the dough and put in like twice as many M&Ms.
Oh, you did a great job.
Yeah, really nice.
Thanks, buddy.
I love the texture of them.
Yeah.
Good cakey texture.
Actually, yeah, I just got my M&M's bite and it was
That's what it needed. It honestly, maybe not even the chocolate chunks. Maybe if I just made them with M&Ms. Oh, well.
I think you can get baking colors at Michael's.
I should have gone to like a specialty store.
Or just like the Michael's on Sawtell has them, I think.
Oh, yeah?
I will say, if you came in with just a bowl of green M&Ms, you would get disqualified. Just so you know, was that what you were trying? I think they're very tasty, Nick. I think you did a great job.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, really nice.
How do you feel? Do you feel good?
I know. Say those green M&Ms make you horny. Feel pretty horned up.
Oh no!
Natalie sinks into the M&M pile.
The other thing I did at the grocery store is I used the Doughboys card to buy some seasonal red napkins. Because there's one thing the Headgum studio is always lacking. It is paper products. So if anyone
That's
needs a napkin,
unacceptable.
I'll take a napkin. Thank you.
there you go.
I know that I bought pie
That's
tins
what I meant.
and cooling racks and milk, but these red napkins are over the top.
I think it's weird that you bought vitamins and you admitted to it. I don't know. Do the advertisers? Do you have like? Are Athletic Greens going to be mad?
Yeah, Athletic Greens is fuming.
Yeah, they're going to be pissed off. Though they probably do like the green M&Ms, so I think that's probably. I think we probably want them back a little
That's
bit.
some good brand synergy. Let's buy some more spots. Upgrade from a 60-second to a 90-second.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, right.
Battery comes in at 7 minutes. Those, I think you did a great job.
Yeah, lovely. The dog woke up.
Congrats, Nick.
Thanks, Hanford.
Do you when you guys bake, Eva, you know your way around the kitchen, but do you get a little nervous about it? Like when we said cookies, I was like, oof, this could go either way. These could be good.
Yes.
On one ass cheek the whole time, and it's same thing with the pies we had to do because it's not my comfort zone. I cook in like saute pans and cast iron skillets in the oven like all the time. I'm doing that shit all the time.
You can keep going with those. Like
You can keep going, yeah.
My thing with cookies is they come out not done all the way.
Exactly. You can make a mistake. You can correct on the fly. You know, you can adjust the seasoning. It's so much easier, so much more margin for error, and also just so much flexibility. Because like if you bake something wrong, it can just like not work. It can just like completely collapse.
Yeah, we ran into that. I think that when we were discussing what to do, I thought cookies seemed easiest, and then when we were, I picked, I picked one that was difficult too, but then after doing it, it's like cookies are difficult. All of them they're not easy. They're not easy to do.
Yeah.
And if I had known that, I'm like, oh, like doing a stuffing is easier than making some cookies.
Making cookies is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
All right, looks like the next thing we're going to be tasting is a Jemmy's Paw.
Oh no.
Away on that.
Oh, bless you.
Can I say earlier in the podcast, there was a moment where Mitch or Eva was talking and Jemmy kind of shifted, and Weiger, you did you looked exactly like the T-1000 when like he comes into the world just kind of like, what is this? What is this carbon-based organism? It was just the weirdest, like.
I was so disconcerted. She looked like she was about to make a point, is the thing. She like sort of sat up. I got something to say.
Aw.
I've never seen a dog get weirded out with an interaction more than Jemmy has with wives.
Play it cool.
Are you okay, buddy?
Hanford, should want to go? Eva, do you want to go for next, or who wants to go next? I guess Hanford or Eva.
Well, this is usually where the host steps in. That's the.
All right, Hanford, you're up. Let's. We can't actually taste yours, so let's.
I made something. Now I also use some M&Ms, Weiger. I use mini M&Ms in mine. Now I was excited to do this because I had I've been wanting to make these for a while. Peanut butter cookies.
Ooh.
Where you put the fork down in it.
Oh yeah.
And I just used like a Betty Crocker mix or whatever. And I did peanut butter cookies with mini M&Ms.
Oh, how fun
wow,
are
that's
Those
fun.
look great.
Those look fun.
Those look
They're
great.
not burned on the bottom. They're
No,
nice
not
and-
at all.
Oh, that's good.
Wow.
That
Lucky
really
you,
is.
you get to eat them. That's great.
I believe you.
And check this out. It made more cookies than that, but I did a super cookie.
Oh my gosh! Look at that big
Look at
boy.
that.
It's a pancake-sized fucking flapjack cookie.
Are you going to
Huge.
take those to work?
I might take them to work, but I might be a little selfish. Yes, I'll be eating all 36 of these this weekend.
That's awesome.
Yes, I should bring those to work because I don't want them in my home.
I like it because it's also very Christmassy.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to go for like the Christmas colored M&Ms, but I couldn't find them yet.
That
too
big
early.
cookie, if you leave that out for Santa, it's going to weigh down his sleigh. He's going to crash,
Are
probably.
you dunking that bad boy?
I am dunking that bad boy, and guess what? I got some milk the other day. I was ordering milk online when I was sick. Hold on, let me start that again.
Oh, so
When
you got sick and you thought to order a big batch of
I
milk?
was like, all right, I gotta get some milk.
You gotta loosen up all this phlegm.
I ordered a bunch of stuff, mostly like Gatorade and soup and stuff like that. But also I needed milk, so I got. And the website suggested it was like try almond milk, so I did almond milk, and it is disgusting.
Oh, you're dipping the cookie in almond milk? I honestly
Yeah.
thought when you first said it that you said gin. I thought for some reason that you said gin.
That
which
is
was
pretty
gross.
funny. I want you to dip. You probably have a nice bar because of Sloppy Boys.
Yeah.
I want you to dip the cookie in hard alcohol and tell us what it tastes like.
I'm
It's
looking
probably
at
as
some
good as
port
almond
wine.
milk.
How about a big port wine?
Yeah.
Can you grab that big cookie and hold it up again? You mind doing that?
Sure.
Just to get a look at that bad boy.
This isn't like a creepy fetish thing, is it, Nick?
Oh, no. I just want to see how big that
I
cookie
want
is.
he wants you to show the dog.
This I was gonna say that big cookie
For reference.
feels yeah, well, it's
iPhones.
certainly bigger than your iPhone.
But I can text on this cookie, which is weird.
I was gonna say
Stupid. Waste of time.
no, that was great. What I'm gonna say is a waste of time, which is that I feel
Ooh.
like Big Cookie would have been like the premise of like a Birthday Boys sketch in like 2009.
Yeah, you're right. Birthday Boy sucked. Forgot.
Is it someone brings a big cookie to a party?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's like,
it's like a potluck and someone brought one big
Oh.
cookie.
I thought you were saying like big cookie, like big tobacco or something. Like
That's also good.
Yeah.
That maybe has more legs.
yeah. That's maybe a Birthday Boys
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
show. Some stupid wraparound
good.
premise. Hanford, that big cookie. What's your? Are you gonna eat it yourself, or are you gonna? What are you gonna do?
I'm going to see some friends tomorrow night. We're going to go over to their house and hang out. So maybe I'll bring... Actually, that's where I'll bring these cookies. Not all of them.
great
There's
idea.
so many of them.
Yeah.
But the big one, I'll show off to my friends. My New York friends.
Slice it in little wedges and then like serve it like a little pizza.
Yeah, I'll
That's
do
a
the
great
thing where
idea.
I cut a little tiny slice and then leave the slice and take the whole thing. And my friends will say, "Oh, that's so funny." I'll say, "I'm not joking, bitch."
Hey, I just want to quickly check the friend's house you're going over to. It's not Shaq, right? Because if you're hyping up this big cookie, to him it might just seem very normal size.
Right. Yeah.
He'll be like, "Oh, you serve tiny cookies?" I said, "Shaq."
Oh no, the dog heard about the wedge of cookie that'll
Well, Hanford, those look very nice. And by the way,
They're great.
cookies can be sent through the mail.
Yeah, just so you know, you can ship those nationwide.
You can ship those if you want to.
No postal regulations against that. Do you like? Is that like a top combo for you? Chocolate and PB.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My like favorite chocolate candy is Reese's.
Yeah, I love
Mm.
Reese's.
I think
Reese's are good.
those together well.
Yeah.
But also peanut butter cookies, I love, and I like when people do like the whole Hershey kiss right in the middle,
Ooh.
which
How
I was
fun
going to
is
do,
that?
and then
We
I said,
contemplated those cookies, the
Yeah.
peanut butter ones with the chocolate kiss in the center. What are those called? I forget. Thumbprint cookies? Is that
Oh,
what it
yeah,
is?
Jimmy's posture right now just looks depressed. You all right?
She's
Look
just
where she
stressed.
is.
Cookies.
She's been listening to 55 minutes of Doughboys.
Oh.
She's just readjusting.
What a cutie.
"Is there a lot of
A sour-
traffic outside?" Jemmy, don't go out there.
A Sarah McLaughlin PSA just about animals being around when Doughboys is on.
In the arms of
All right, Eva. What do you got?
Okay. I have a also has peanuts in it.
Ooh.
A spiced peanut shortbread.
Whoa!
Ooh.
Spiced peanuts.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I went to take a bite of my dessert, and you reached over to get the cookies. I didn't help, and my mom yelled at me at the same time.
There's here you go.
Look at
You Start
those.
here.
These have a fun form factor to them. I'm gonna take a couple of these because
Yeah, there's a bunch. And they're tiny.
Ooh.
Wow. All right, I'm going to take a couple, too. Should I hand them
They're
over that way?
Here.
shortbread, you said?
These
A
are shortbread. Yeah.
shortbread, yeah.
I'm holding this up to camera.
Did you take one, Eva?
It's got like
I
Ooh.
ate a bunch earlier.
they're smaller discs and they're kind of like ringed with some sort of what is this on the outside?
It's peanuts,
Okay, got it.
sugar, salt, and black pepper.
Wow.
Now,
These
where's
look
this
so
recipe
these look
from?
This
so
is-
professional. They look like I could have opened up a bag of cookies and this.
Yeah,
what-
this looks like Pepperidge
Yeah, those
Farm.
look pretty uniform. That's great.
This is cookbook author Molly Baz, and it's her new cookbook More is More had these cookies in it.
So this is interesting because this is the kind of thing that sounds like it would be a vintage recipe.
Oh yeah, no, it's a new one. It just
Wow.
her cookbook just came out this week.
I'm gonna take a bite.
These are wild, and they're fantastic. They're
Yeah, I love this.
This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so good.
This is great.
I love shortbread cookies. They're one of my
I like
faves
shortbread,
always.
too.
Yeah.
They're very
Eva, do
different,
you-
and like I've really never the black pepper. I've never tasted anything like it. It's great.
Thank you. It's black pepper and cardamom are the only spices. What, Mike?
Eva, you come like the recipes that you bring in here, the food you bring in here usually is like pretty unique and like different, like with different spices and stuff. Do you think of it first and go, oh, let me see if I can find this type of thing, or do you find the thing and say, oh, this would be good for Doughboys?
I just like dig around at different stuff. And also there's stuff like that's too complicated or has stuff I don't want to mess with, like weird gel food coloring and stuff. I was looking at like different sort of very elaborate gingerbread cookies, and I was like, I'm not making that. But these popped up and I thought they looked really nice. And I never tasted like cookies with black pepper in them. So
I love the black pepper, and I was going to say, like, what I really like is how salty these are. So I mean, I'm a huge salt and sweet together guy. Yeah, this really comes together nicely. Great texture to it too, because it's like sometimes you get these and they're dry guys, but this has like the right amount of moisture to it.
Well, they have a lot of peanuts in the dough too. So they're kind of got a peanut base.
You've been a salt and sweet guy since the Snicker and Mountain Dew days. These are fantastic. Once again,
really good.
I mean, we joke about it every year, but you do win every year. You always do such a great job.
Well, there's a reason you back clean up.
I did enter shortbread at the county fair this year.
Whoa!
Wow!
Oh, what did you get? Did you win?
I got second.
Nice.
Second or third?
What's
I got
that?
Second.
What
red.
color ribbon is that?
I think it's red. I got red ribbon, but in sugar cookies. They collapsed my category into all different types of sugar cookies. So I got second in sugar cookies, even though I entered shortbread in the shortbread category.
Wow.
These are
You guys remember when the birthday boys we would do a sketch every once in a while where it was like old ladies giving away Halloween candy?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I remember.
Well, I you remember that bitch? My old lady character gave away, I think, weird cookies was the thing. And so I would bake cookies for the show and put them in little bags, like little tiny cookies, and throw them out to the audience.
Weird cookies.
But I would make it right. I would make them with. I would just get like a mix, like a sugar cookie mix, but instead of sugar, I would use salt.
Oh no!
So there was like an extra little joke for the people that caught them and ate them, and I'd look out and they'd be like.
That's so funny.
You're pranking?
I never knew that.
Yeah, that's really funny. You're just pranking your own audience.
Well, just get a little. If you happen to get one, you get a little fun little add-on.
That's really great.
Wow.
Did you play an old man in that sketch, or were you an old lady that you just talked with an old man voice?
I was the old lady, but I talked with like the other old man voice. I did, yeah. You know that old man. When I did that sketch about. Wow, what was it? I forget. An old man.
That
was great.
This is great.
I loved it.
Fantastic.
Guys, yeah, I was excited that it came together.
Is there an off-color Christmas joke that like Mrs. Claus would make about Santa? That's kind of like he's like, oh, I hope that so they leave some Christmas cookies out for me this year, and she's like, yeah, they should leave out some shortbread cookies. Like he's got a small dick.
I was gonna think of something about it's like it's always he thinks it's the North Pole gives him an excuse or something that it's cold.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What's the North Pole?
I think that there are. I'm sure that there are definitely off-color Santa jokes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that maybe the one you said is in there somewhere.
It's like more like an area to like explore. You know, I'm not saying it's fully formed.
We could explore. We could write a joke book of off-color Santa jokes.
Yeah, 101 off-color Santa jokes. I think we could do that.
We could sell it.
101.
Yeah, and it's a stocking stuffer.
8 pages. Is that?
No, I was laughing because 101 is just such a funny like scholastic books thing. Like 101 or 1001 or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like there's also a way to go with just writing a Christmas movie, like as a scary movie. And it's just got all the Christmas jokes you want to throw in there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Jack Frost, there's that Jack Frost scary movie, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where he doesn't he the snowman comes to life?
The snowman comes to life, and then he's like horny, and he's a killer.
And he moves his carrot nose.
He moves his carrot. Yeah, he moves his carrot to his. It's like it's.
He moves it
The
to the
SAG
bottom.
Makes it use it.
The SAG strike is
visual
over,
style.
so you know what? They can start production on a new Jack Frost if they'd like.
But the thing that's always wild is that there's like Jack Frost. They both have the same title. There's Jack Frost, the slasher movie, and then there's also Jack Frost, the Michael Keaton
movie.
where the dad dies and then comes back as a snowman, and they came out around the same time. They're completely different.
Written, directed by
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Is it really?
our former boss. Yeah, Troy Miller.
Troy
That's
Miller.
wild.
A very one of our favorite old coworkers.
That like also put Michael Keaton's career on ice for
Yeah.
like almost a decade.
Yeah, it's weird to think that he had like a
Oh.
comeback at a certain point, which I
Yeah,
think was
yeah.
maybe the other guys. Was that it? Where they were like,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah.
Michael Keaton's in. He's really funny."
But they're like, yeah, he had to just go away for a while. Actor jail.
It's so weird because Troy Miller is such like a sane man who does good work. It's weird that it's weird to have such a crazy flop like that.
I know. This is paywall, right?
I mean, he's like
This is painful.
he's so into like directing and stuff that he would like watch videos on the highway while I was driving a van full of people. So I don't understand. It's weird to me that he could ever make a flop like that.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah, good things is paywall. He'll try to sue us. Anyways, Wags, another successful mashup.
Another successful match. I was just
Yeah.
thinking there could be another set like Mrs. Claus joke where she like holds up a candy cane and is like, the girth looks familiar.
Oh my God.
So do the stripes.
Dear Lord.
So does the curve.
You know I'm sensitive about my Peronius.
His pierogies?
Is it Peroni's disease?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, right.
I've seen the carrot commercial. Anyways, I'm not going to get involved with this. My mother's here. I can't get involved in this
Apologize to Mrs.
debauchery.
Mitchell for making
I
it
can't
off
talk
color.
about this. I apologize too.
Apologize to the dog too.
I'm
She looks so-
sorry. I'm sorry reading chocolate right next to you.
Oh, she forgives you.
Sorry that I looked at you weird when you sat up. You're a good dog. You're a very good dog, and it's really nice that
Oh, she's
it's
licking
really nice
you.
that you're licking my forearm.
You're as
That's
sweet as
sweet.
those cookies.
Well, hey, I guess that'll wrap up the 6th annual Mash-Off. Mash-Off 6, the Chompit, the Battle of the 5 Cookies. It was only 4 cookies, and you know what? I think everyone won. Eva, Hanford, anything you'd like to plug? Eva, we'll start with you.
Yes, I have an immersive show in LA the week after Thanksgiving.
Well, that's coming right up.
yeah,
That'll be
that's-
like next week.
It'll be in if you're listening to this on Thursday, it'll be the week after. So yeah, November 30th through December 3rd. The website to get tickets is theshapeofthenight.com. It's got a really fun bunch of people in it. Mike Cassidy is in it. It's in Koreatown in Los Angeles. Come check it out.
What? Give us the URL one more time.
Theshapeofthenight.com.
Theshapeofthenight.com. We'll
It's
put
about
that in the
dreams.
episode description too.
And nightmares.
There you go.
What oh, okay. I was going to say, what's like the tagline? Okay.
It's a trippy dream. It's a trippy dream party with a bunch
fun.
of stuff in it.
You do some good work. Those are the shows I've been
yeah.
to that you've put together are great.
Oh, thank you.
At any point, as an audience member, put on a gurney and called a stupid bitch.
I mean, it's the whole show. It's just those guys. You get to watch me be in that show, and that's the whole show because that's all I ever dream about anymore. You're a stupid bitch.
I did want to check that out after you told us about it. It's something insane.
Hanford, any plugs?
Oh, yes. This the Sloppy Boys. Listen to the Sloppy Boys podcast and the albums. And also the NFL. I'm not doing anything with them, but it's a wild season out there.
That's right.
Oh, I have one more plug. The morning show on Apple. I'm not involved in it, but this last season, Reese Witherspoon's character was involved in January 6th. and got shot into space in a rocket. Everyone should be watching this show. It's incredible.
That rocks.
We gotta watch that.
Wow.
I don't.
just
We
got
don't
Apple
remember
Plus.
seeing
I'm
her
gonna
there.
check in.
Oh, it's great. Tig Notaro's like an evil, like conniving bad guy. It's crazy. Anyway, watch it.
We gotta watch that.
Yeah.
I want to say that the fifth cookie is the friendship that we've all had.
Oh, yeah,
how
I-
about that?
Aw.
And
That's
Mitch,
nice.
you know, with the SAG After Strikes resolution, you made a joke earlier, but you should plug your show
The
that you
Sound
should
of-
be very
oh.
proud of.
I thought you wanted me to genuinely plug Sound of Freedom.
You can do that.
Twisted Metal. Check out Twisted Metal.
Yeah,
We can
Twisted
say it.
Metal.
I watched the
Yeah,
whole
baby.
season. You're so
Watch
good
all
on
season.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You're great, Mitch.
It's a
Twisted
really
Metal
funny
Month
show.
came to a quick end for us. We recorded 2 episodes, even before the strike was even one before the strike was
Yeah.
even thought of, and then the other one when it felt like it was coming on. So
But it's on
This-
Peacock for people who haven't checked it out. You can sign up for a free subscription for Peacock to watch the show, and you can binge it. And the Mitch shows up in the second episode.
Yeah.
So stick with it through the pilot and check out Mitch in episodes 2 and 3 and beyond.
thank you, Wags. It's very
Mitch,
kind
you
of
probably don't know about a season 2 yet, do you?
I do not know. I don't know anything yet. But
But
you know,
you'd say if you did.
I'm sure they're squawking down at Peacock about it. Or, you know, I think they probably happening
Bring
right
the
now.
show back. Who do we? But we need to cut one person. Everyone's like, sweet tooth. What? The most recognizable, iconic thing. All right.
Check it out. Check the show. And hey, check out the Tonight Show that Hanford's working.
There you go.
On every night. Hey, you know, I've been on a couple. We put I did a video for them. It was really
My
fun.
mom and sisters. My sister sent it to the family text chain with me and my
Really?
mom. on it. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there you go.
She sends a lot of. She sends TikToks and stuff. It's getting annoying.
Wait, was that your Comic-Con video?
There was that, and then one I did where I talked to people leaving The Exorcist.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
It was great.
Uh,
So I
your
think
vi-
I
I love
think I
your
posted
videos.
on my gram. Thank you.
Your fashion video is like one of my favorite things of the strike. I love it so much.
Thanks. It was really funny walking around Soho and like looking at signs and yelling, and people like cool, like hip people looking at me.
You don't have a camera crew with you. You're just,
Yeah.
you just
I'm
look
hip in my world.
Your world. And
The
one last
podcasting
plug
world.
for cookies.
Check out cookies.
Hey,
Try some
Treat
cookies.
yourself.
Mhm.
You deserve a cookie.
Don't
Every
sleep
once in
on
a
these
while.
cookies, folks. They're good.
Yeah. Don't feel guilty for having a cookie. You deserve a cookie.
I agree.
Have a cookie.
have a
It's
cookie.
fine. You don't feel bad about it.
We'll link to your. Have a
cookie.
cookie.
Have a
Just have a
cookie.
cookie. We'll link to
Have a
everyone's
cookie.
recipes too. I think we can send those out.
Yeah, we can circulate that.
Have a cookie.
have a cookie.
And hey,
Have a cookie.
have a cookie. That's the mash off. That's this week's Doughboys Double. Bye. Have a
Happy
cookie.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Can I say one last thing that I'm thankful for
Yeah,
about
please.
this cookie mashup?
Mhm.
I am so happy this didn't become. I thought Weiger was going to turn this into an ookie cookie situation. And I'm so glad.
Oh my god. I would have had to have done it. I would have to have eaten it. And you wouldn't have had to.
Ma, let's get the hell out of here.
Bye.
What's ookie cookie mean?
Hey, buddy, we got some new merch for the holidays from our buddies at Kinship Goods.
Wow. We got hoodies, Wags.
We got sweatshirts.
Wow. We got koozies.
That's right, #1 clown ass dad koozies.
Yeah, that's right. We got it. You can give it to your dad for the holidays.
What a gift. We got sticker sheets,
Bumper
and individual
stickers.
stickers. Check all that out.
Stickers for you, stickers for your car.
And also, Snow Gators t-shirts.
That's right. The bit, not even we like, we made a shirt of it.
You want to think about those Snow
Snow
Gators they
Gators.
got up north in the Toronto Bayou.
Wait, what color are they?
Oh, those gators? They're white.
Wow.
Wow. Kinshipgoods.com/doughboys. That's the URL for all our new winter merch. Get it for the holidays for the Doughboys lover in your
Yeah.
life or for yourself.
Don't stuff coal into their stockings. Put one of these dumb gifts instead.
Kinshipgoods.com/doughboys.
That was a Headgum podcast.